Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are the Amazing Clarks. We're both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and that have been passionately in love for 34. They call us the Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in life and love. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to everyone who loves love.
That's right, guys. And you know that we love love.
Yes,
so
we
let's
do.
get this party started. Today we have another amazing podcast for you guys. Today's main topic is Leasing Love.
Ooh.
Leasing Love. What could that be about?
Oh, I'm excited.
This is going to be a good one.
Yeah,
this is going to be a good one.
I'm excited for this topic.
That's right. So this topic is for couples, singles, whoever, anybody that's interested in love. We're going to introduce this new concept that's being thrown around.
Yes.
Called Leasing Love. But before we jump to the main topic, it's time for catching up with the Clarks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where we kind of let you guys get a little insight into our life, our personal life, what we got going on, our interests, things that we want to share. So I'm going to start with you, Melanie. What's going on with you? What do you want to share with the listeners?
What's going
what's
on
good
with me?
with you in Melanie's life and Melanie's world?
Melanie is excited to be heading back to North Carolina after being in LA for about a month.
What's
And
in North Carolina? You're so
I am excited to go
to.
back and see my little boo-boo, my little grandson, Ace. I miss him so much. I FaceTime him every day, but I can't wait to hold him because I haven't seen him for a month. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about, this is going to sound so weird, Anthony. I'm excited to go back to the gym with you. When we're in North Carolina, like we just work out and work and hang out together. And when I'm here, I'm ripping and running. So I'm looking forward to some of that laid back Southern comfort with you.
Nice.
How about you?
Nice. No, I'm looking forward to going back as well.
Yeah.
I miss that little guy so much, and me and you we're so cute every day. We're just like, we miss him. We need our Ace face.
Yes.
We call it Ace face because we get to see our grandson on FaceTime, and his name is Ace. And so it just gives us this fix, this high, that kind of dopamine hit that keeps us going throughout the rest of the day.
It's a love bomb.
Yeah, it's high vibration, high frequency.
Yeah, 100%.
And that baby is pure spirit, just a couple of months old. He's uncut, has never been stepped on. It's the real deal.
I hope he's never stepped on,
That's
Anthony.
right. Never stepped on.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm excited about that as well. And I'm excited about the gym. You know, working out with you. And it was interesting because what I was going to share was that how I've been trying to get my workouts in by, running to the beach. And just as I was getting my momentum up, boom, I injured my calf muscle when I was running. It's like a tear in the calf muscle. So it feels like a blowout. When I'm running, all of a sudden it feels like a flat tire. Like,
well, that's not good.
Yeah, so it's still kind of healing. So I'm glad that we're going to go back and I can actually get into the gym instead of, running on the pavement.
Yeah, no, I think it's good for us to get back to our routine. I'm really loving our life and the duality, right? Like this fast paced when we're here and then we go back to North Carolina and we kind of chill a little bit. I'm really liking all of that. So that's what's going on with me. Looking forward to that.
All right. So there you go, guys. You caught up with the Clarks.
Yes.
So check out behind the scenes of our exciting life.
Oh, yes. It's so
babies
exciting.
and running.
Babies,
and working out.
Babies, business, and love. We're at that stage in their life. You know, something I
know what? I love it.
I love it too, but I've noticed about myself, like I am in a stage where I literally just want to do whatever I want to do. Like I don't want to answer to anybody.
You do what you want.
I do what I want. And it feels really good to have arrived here at a space where I make my own schedule and I make decisions that feel right to me and I don't feel like I have any obligation. So I really, really like that. And I love being married to someone who is down for that and doesn't put me in roles and doesn't try to control me and doesn't try to take charge of everything.
Right. Well, you know what? I feel the same way. And this is a love that I'm going to keep for life. I will not lease it. I will not rent it.
I knew it. I felt the segue.
I'm in for life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lifetime contract. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, Anthony. I am too.
People, that was the segue into the main topic, which is Leasing Love.
Yes.
So you know what, baby? I'm going to let you run with this one because you came up with this one. I thought it was a really creative topic that our listeners will enjoy.
I actually have a lot to say about this. First of all, we coach a lot of people, a lot of couples, a lot of women, and I'm kind of noticing that women are evolving in a way where we're becoming more vocal about what we want and what we need. And what I was kind of saying earlier, this sense of like, we don't want to be expected to be a certain way. Just like I'm sure men don't want to be expected to fit into a role, right? We're all evolving and everyone's discovering themselves more. So we just want to be more authentically ourselves and not be forced into these roles. And with that, I noticed that it's creating some conflict in relationships and marriage and the meaning of marriage, which is making people rethink what marriage is about and what marriage means, right? So I wanted to explore this topic because as we evolve and the world evolves, like we're here to help people get from where they are to where they want to be in love and life, right? And so if this is something people are being challenged by, I want to support that. So I was reading something on social media yesterday that was saying, how do people feel about renegotiating their marriage like every 4 years or 6 years or 7 years? Some people were saying 7 years because they've heard of the 7-year itch, right? But then some people were saying about every 4.5 years. And what was interesting about the thread was it was posted under as if it was Tracy Ellis Ross. I don't know if she actually said it. You know how the internet is. They'll put a quote on somebody's picture and then it's tied to them. I don't know if that's true. So I don't want to pin that on her. But what was interesting about the comments, number one, what everyone was really focused on was, I don't want to take advice. I don't want to take marriage advice from someone who's single. So that was a huge part of it. So then that made me think, well, I'm not single, so I want to give advice on this topic, and I want to see how my husband feels about this topic.
Well, besides even her, that idea has been thrown around for years now. I think the first time I've heard about it probably was like about 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've heard it before.
And so every now and then it keeps coming back. Society bounces it around as people try to find, new ways to have relationships. To
relate to each other. Well,
So tell me more about it. So when you read it, what was she saying? Like every 3 years, every 4 years?
I think she said every 4 years. The quote said every 4 years. So like it's a contract, right? You're going to renegotiate your contract. But I think where the conflict comes in is it's tied to I saw a lot of comments. It's a covenant with God, right? Like it's you marry someone and you make a promise and there's vows, but then people get divorced. So it's all these things kind of like swirling around all at one time and people trying to figure it out. So I wanted to see how you felt about it. And then I definitely have some ideas about it.
How do I feel about that? Well, first of all, I actually love when people just contemplate new perspectives.
Me too.
Whether I'm in it, whether I'm feeling it or not. I just like throwing ideas around.
Right.
So kudos for that.
Yeah.
So the first thing that comes to mind for me is, okay, if it's a contract and that you have to renew it every couple of years, I think that the spirit of the whole idea is that if you know that you're going to have to renegotiate, then you may put more effort into the relationship. You may be on top of your game more. You're going to do more so that when that time comes, you're in a good position where your partner's like, hey, I want this.
Your contract is renewed. You get your contract renewed. Yeah. I saw some comments about that.
Right. So I think that's the spirit of it. Okay. Now, if that was done, would it work? For some people, I think it could.
Yeah.
But I don't think it could work for everybody.
Well,
because even though that's the spirit of it, there's the downsides that you got to look at as well. But before we jump to the downsides, let's play with the positives.
Well, a lot of people, kind of had that spirit, but then there was a lot of, well, this is just giving people the opportunity to cut bait and run, right? And not put in effort and not work on a relationship. You're going to be able to walk in 4 years when we renegotiate. You can just say, well, I don't want this anymore. And so it takes away the commitment of being married to someone and saying, I'm going to live my life with you.
Right. And it can also create, and this is on the negative side of it, a sense of insecurity. Because jumping into it, it's like if you know it's not for life, you may not jump all the way in.
Right.
Or your partner may not jump all the way in. And I think that's the thing that makes marriage, that gives it a chance, that couples go, you know what, I'm in 110%.
Right.
I'm in it till death do us part.
Yes.
Which then it's easier to give more of your heart and more of your love and commitment because you have more stability.
Yeah.
But then even you got to look at like finances. Okay, we just got a house. We got all this stuff now. In a couple of years, we got to renegotiate. I think that can be a bad part of it.
Even just this discussion right now, like what's coming up for me is like, where's the love in that? Do you see how it automatically went to like, okay, my side, your side, my stuff, your stuff. Yeah. Like it starts to create a division
instead of unifying.
Just having that as an option, it immediately makes the mind go to some type of division, like self-protection. And so, I mean, I found that really fascinating too when I was looking at what people were saying about it.
It's definitely, and then people are a little skittish anyway going into marriage. So that's just going to amplify that fear as well.
Yeah.
You know, another thing that's got to take into account is that I guarantee you in that situation, couples are going to be getting thrown out in their faces all the time. When they get upset with each other, it's like, all right, I'll see your ass in 2 more years. We got how many more? All right. So
in 2028, I will let you know how I feel.
So it's going to be threats, you know, and then the other person's going to do it back, and then they're going to get defensive, and then all of a sudden they're pulling back from each other to protect themselves from the doom that's coming. Not good.
Yeah.
What then the kids? What about the kids? What if you?
Yeah. What
how
do
does
you
that
do
work?
with your kids? Yeah.
You know. You're going to be my dad for the next 3 years. And then you'll be just, some guy
and then
come
we're
visit.
going to separate it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it made me think about, and I think you'll agree with this. I had read something in one of Michelle Obama's books where she talked about her and Barack had like a 10-year period where marriage was hard. And sometimes marriage goes through some hard times, but then you get past that hump and it's delicious. Right? Yeah. But it's all that time and effort of working through your stuff that makes you bonded and makes the love so strong. I say this all the time. Our hardest times are what has made me so in love with you because we've made it through those hard times together, right?
Yeah.
So I think putting this negotiation clause on marriage gives people an out from those bad times. They're automatically going to start thinking, well, this is hard. Right. And so I only have, a few more years to put up with this and then I'm out instead of like solutions.
Right.
I don't think people will look for solutions if they have a clause that lets them out of the marriage.
Right.
I mean, look at our divorce rate now and there's no clause. Right. Divorce rate is really high. So I don't love this idea. I don't think that people will get the growth and the love and the connection that is available in marriage if you're negotiating every 4 years.
Right. I think you have a better chance making people will put down a large financial deposit than you do having them under
Give
lease.
me your credit card.
So if you got, $50,000, $100,000 on the line. So if you leave this marriage, you lose this $100,000. If you stay, it increases over time. I think that would be more idealistic, as far as getting people to step up their commitment.
I want to kind of take this in a different direction. What it makes me think about, like, I always look at everything like through spirit and the mind, right? And energy. And to me, what it creates is it just creates all this separation, which will make people, they think they're going to feel secure. I think this comes up because it gives people a way of feeling secure. Like, if I can negotiate in 4 years, if I'm not happy, then I'll be free to go and it'll be accepted. And, it's just a contract. It's not that big of a deal. And they make it less than so that they can feel like they're not going to be in a situation that makes them unhappy for the rest of their lives. I really believe that a lot of the issues we're having in love and dating is people are actually afraid. Single people are afraid to get married. They're afraid afraid to get stuck. They're afraid to be taken advantage of.
Marriage is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's one of the biggest decisions that you can make.
Yeah.
And so I think these types of conversations come up because it's people wanting to hedge their bets, right? Like, how can I make myself feel more secure in a situation that I don't feel secure? But that's the thing about it. Like, it's the unknown that makes it amazing. We can't control everything.
Very true. Very true. Very, very true. When it comes to stuff like this, my intuition's amazing. So like a visionary, I could see okay, if you went down this road, what would come? Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I think would happen that I could see would be that, okay, let's look at it like your lease is up. All right?
Yes.
And you move on. Uh-huh. Now you're back on the market. Mm-hmm. You got all these extra miles on you. You got all this wear and tear, all these dings, all this baggage. You need to make repairs. You need all of this. Now you're back on the market. You have less value because now the next person is going to be like, "Oh, you just got out of that. Oh, so you might be a lemon, and you're going to be angry, or you can't be trusted, or you can't commit. So I'm not going to commit to you." So what do they expect to jump from relationship to relationship to relationship? No. After a while, people are going to get scared and be like, no, I don't want to take a risk. Yeah. Let me see your facts. Let me see your Carfax. Nothing but the facts.
Let me see your love facts. Let me see your marriage facts, right? Yeah. I think actually it would kill marriage.
It would.
I think it would actually kill marriage, and I think people would actually just stop getting married.
And then people would be like, hey, how about a 1 month contract?
Yeah.
How about a 1 week contract? How about a 1 day contract?
Yeah.
It's a wrap. It's a slippery slope.
Well, I think it's something that we're seeing a lot, and it's just a change in the world. Maybe this is going to change after our generation, after we're gone. Maybe that is where it's going to go. Maybe that's where it's evolving to. And we're just from a time where commitment and grit and growth are really important to our generation. We hang in there. We try to make